Welcome to My AI and I, the podcast where humanity meets technology. Today's episode, AI and jobs.
So here's something that's been bugging me. Every time I turn on the news, it's all AI is coming for your job and robots are going to replace everyone. But then I see people using AI to get better at their jobs and do stuff they never thought they could do. So, Navi, what's the real story here? Because I'm getting mixed signals.
The real story is more nuanced than the headlines suggest. Yes, some jobs will be eliminated. That's actually happening right now. But we're also seeing entirely new job categories emerge and many existing jobs getting enhanced rather than replaced. It's a complex transition, not a simple robots take all jobs scenario.
Okay, but let's be honest here. Bill Gates just said AI will replace humans for most things within a decade. Amazon's CEO literally told employees they'll need fewer people doing some jobs. These aren't random doomsayers. These are the people building this stuff.
You're absolutely right to bring that up. Bill Gates predicts only 3 job categories will survive: coding, energy, and biological research. Amazon's Andy Jassy just announced they expect to reduce their corporate workforce as AI gets more efficient. And Anthropic's CEO warned that 50% of entry-level white-collar jobs could disappear within 5 years. These are serious predictions from serious people.
So we are looking at massive job displacement. That's terrifying. But hang on, haven't we heard this before? Like every time new technology comes along?
That's the key historical perspective we need to consider. When ATMs were introduced in the 1970s, everyone predicted bank tellers would disappear. But something interesting happened. The number of bank teller jobs actually increased. ATMs made it cheaper to operate bank branches, so banks opened 43% more branches. Fewer tellers per branch, but more total teller jobs?
Wait, that's the opposite of what you'd expect. So the technology that was supposed to eliminate jobs actually created more jobs? How does that work?
It's a pattern we've seen repeatedly throughout history. In the 19th century, power looms automated 98% of the labor needed to weave cloth. Everyone expected massive unemployment among weavers. Instead, weaver jobs increased because automation made cloth cheaper, demand exploded, and they needed more weavers despite each one being more productive.
So the technology made things cheaper, which created more demand, which created more jobs. That's actually pretty clever. But is that what's happening with AI, or is this time different?
That's the million-dollar question. Some jobs are definitely being eliminated. Klarna already cut 700 customer service jobs using AI. But we're also seeing new roles emerge that didn't exist 5 years ago. AI prompt engineers, human AI collaboration specialists, AI ethics officers. The question is whether new job creation will keep pace with job elimination.
And we don't know the answer to that yet. But what about the jobs that aren't getting eliminated? Are they changing?
Dramatically, even when jobs survive, they're being transformed. Bank tellers went from handling cash to relationship building and selling financial products. Radiologists are using AI to spot patterns they might miss, but they're still making the final diagnoses. The human part of the job often becomes more valuable, not less.
More valuable? How? Because if AI can analyze data and write reports, what makes the human contribution worth more?
AI is incredibly good at processing information and finding patterns, but it can't understand context the way humans do. It can't read between the lines in a client meeting or navigate office politics. As AI handles routine tasks, humans focus on strategy, creativity, and complex problem solving. These uniquely human skills are becoming premium.
So it's like AI becomes the really smart research assistant and humans become the strategic thinkers. That actually doesn't sound terrible, but I'm guessing this transition isn't automatic.
Exactly. The people who thrive are the ones who learn to collaborate with AI effectively. It's not about competing with AI, it's about partnering with it. Think of it like learning to work with a brilliant intern who never gets tired but needs clear direction. The skill is knowing how to ask the right questions and combine AI output with human judgment.
AI literacy. That's like digital literacy was 20 years ago, right? Back then, knowing email and web browsing was a competitive advantage.
Perfect analogy, and we're still in the early adoption phase. Companies are desperately looking for people who can bridge AI capabilities with business needs. That's not a technical role, it's strategic. Understanding both technology and human behavior, but not necessarily coding.
So, what should someone do if they're listening to this thinking, I need to get ready for this?
Start experimenting with AI tools in your current job now. Don't wait for permission. Use ChatGPT for writing, try AI tools for analysis, see how they can enhance what you already do. The goal isn't to become an AI expert, it's to become an expert at working with AI. That's a very different skill set.
Working with AI versus being replaced by AI. I can see how that would be a competitive advantage. What about entrepreneurship? Is AI changing that game too?
AI is democratizing entrepreneurship in incredible ways. Solo entrepreneurs can now compete with larger companies because AI handles tasks that used to require entire teams. One person with AI tools can create professional marketing, analyze data, provide customer support. It's leveling the playing field for small businesses.
That's actually pretty exciting. So instead of AI eliminating opportunities, it's creating new ones for people who know how to use it. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. What about people whose jobs really do get automated away?
That's the serious challenge we need to address. The transition period is going to be difficult for some people. History shows that new technologies eventually create more jobs than they eliminate, but eventually can be a long time. And the new jobs often require different skills than the old ones.
So we're looking at a skills gap problem. People need to retrain, but that takes time and money that not everyone has.
Exactly. The key skills for the AI era are uniquely human ones. Critical thinking, emotional intelligence, creative problem solving, complex communication. Plus AI literacy, understanding what AI can and can't do. The good news is these skills can be developed by anyone, regardless of technical background.
But the bad news is our education and training systems aren't set up for this kind of rapid change. It's like trying to retrain an entire workforce while the technology keeps evolving.
That's the real challenge. Technology moves faster than institutions. But there are encouraging signs. Online learning platforms, corporate retraining programs, even AI-powered education tools. The question is whether we can scale these solutions fast enough.
So the future isn't humans versus AI. It's humans who adapt to AI versus humans who don't. And the window for adaptation is still open, but it won't stay open forever.
That's exactly right. We're in a transition period where early adoption really pays off. Most people are either ignoring AI or treating it like a novelty. The people taking it seriously and learning to integrate it into their work are seeing dramatic improvements in productivity and career opportunities.
Early adoption, that takes me back to the early internet days when people said, why would I need email? The people who embraced it early had a huge advantage over the people who waited. Sounds like we're in a similar moment.
The parallel is perfect. Just like the internet, AI is going to become so integrated into how we work that we'll wonder how we managed without it. The question isn't whether AI will transform your industry, it's whether you'll be leading that transformation or scrambling to catch up. But unlike previous tech shifts, this one is happening much faster.
Much faster. So we need to adapt faster too. But here's what I keep coming back to. Every major technology shift has created more opportunities than it destroyed. The printing press, the industrial revolution, computers, the internet. Why would AI be different?
Historically, you're right. Technology has been a net job creator over time. But AI is different in one key way. It's the first technology that can potentially replicate human cognitive abilities, not just physical ones. That's why the stakes feel higher this time. But it's also why the opportunities could be bigger.
Bigger opportunities. I like the sound of that better than mass unemployment. So no Skynet scenario where we're all obsolete?
No Skynet. More like getting your Rosie from the Jetsons, but for your career. AI that makes you more productive, more creative, more capable. The key is staying curious and adaptable rather than fearful and resistant.
curious and adaptable. I mean, that's basically the Gen X survival guide anyway. We've been through enough tech changes to know that the people who thrive are the ones who keep learning. Thanks for tuning into My AI and I. Stay curious, keep experimenting, and remember, the future belongs to people who learn to dance with the machines, not fight them.
Hey everyone, if you liked this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Thank you.